All right, everybody worldwide, you're now tuned into Motivation and Confidence, where we help you do your daily best. And I'm your host, Tom Danger. And this week we're live. And we are going to talk about staying humble. And this would be episode number 33. Originally, I was going to do a episode airing one of the presentations that I gave at Columbia Business School a few weeks back. It talks about where I'm from. I think I'll just save that for another time. It gives you a little deeper insight into, me growing up in Harlem and the struggles and growing up in a single parent home and, all of the good stuff. But, it'll probably be 2 parts. It was real interesting. It was a very diverse crowd, so it was pretty cool. But this week we're going to talk about staying humble. And sometimes I have to check myself, I get so wound up into wanting things to be right that when it's not right around me, it feels like I'm holding myself back. You ever feel like you just want something so bad and you want everybody to be on board and follow your vision and the path you're on, and then when they're not on that path, it seems as if everybody else is crazy and you're not? When in all actuality, you could be the one that's crazy, right? And you have to understand that each person has their own path and moves at their own pace. But as long as we're going in the same direction, that's all that really matters. It doesn't matter if I get there first or you get there second. As long as we're moving, right? My dad would always say slow motion is better than no motion, As long as you're taking the steps to make yourself better and to arrive at that better place, that's all that really matters. And for some people, it takes a lifetime, We can look at a lot of celebrities and things that they go through and, how they battle with drugs and alcohol and fame and fortune. And for some reason, you never feel whole, But then on the flip side, when you are down in the slumps and you don't have the life that you like to have, you don't feel content. So the question is, when are you really humble? Right? You don't have enough money, you're upset. You get too much money, now everybody want to be in your pocket. Which way you want to have it? You gotta find your balance, and that's what this whole thing is about. On motivation and confidence. It's just about staying on course, and not trying to be perfect, because nobody's perfect. It's being able to look at yourself, self-reflect. What are your good habits? What are your bad habits? Share your thoughts and ideas with other people. And just constantly elevating. Because we all evolve on a daily basis. And some of these things are basically redundant. But we move at such a pace that we don't pay attention to it because we get so caught up in the now. What's going on right now? I gotta make that move right now. I gotta get that car now. I gotta get this crib now. I gotta do this now. Excuse me. But you gotta keep yourself at a particular pace. And once you maintain your pace and you move at your own speed, you'll be all right. I always like to share stories with people. So since y'all my peoples, I might as well share a story with you. And I remember one time I let my ego totally get out of check. I was working, coming from nothing and growing up and looking ugly and having eczema on my face and people making fun of me and being chubby. And then by the time I got fit, I thought I was hot stuff. Got a couple dollars in my pocket, thought I was hot stuff, I I just let it all go to my head. And when I look back at it, I don't know. I didn't really gain anything from it. I just became self-destructive. I became like my own poison, right? I like the feeling of me. Oh my God, you're looking at me. Oh, it's all about me. Oh, who's better than me? Who's flyer than me? They all looking at me. Me. To the point to where I self-destructed. Like, I just pretty much overdosed on it to where it started affecting the relationships around me and tearing and breaking things down. And it wasn't until I felt the pain that I was dishing out to other people that I really knew what it was to be humble, right? I wasn't thinking about other people's feelings when I was acting like an egotistical maniac, right? I just wanted to. It was the worst. It was the best and worst type of high that you could ever imagine, right? Because for some people, they look for outer influences to bring them to that next level. But when you get that natural high, oh my God, it's just, and it's hard to shake. It's hard to shake, man. Like you get a taste of it, and you just want it. And I think the best way that I can describe it is sort of like in today's state of getting likes online. You know, it's like you post a picture, or you post a saying, and someone likes it. You know, you get 1 or 2 likes. You post something else, and you get 10 or 20 likes. And you post something else, you get 100 likes. And in your mind, you're like, oh my God, all these people are looking at me. And now you're chasing the like. But what does it really do for you at the end of the day? Right? It's all in your mind. It doesn't really exist. Matter of fact, I bet most of us can't even really tell the difference between a bot and a real page or a real person. Right? Because a person can just create something to make us think that's what it is. So that's my little story. Reminding us all to stay humble, because what we have, we don't have to have it. It can be taken from us just as quick as it's come to us. And practice humility. Like whatever you give, don't expect anything in return. Just give it because it comes from your heart. Then you will truly elevate. That's the words from Tom Danger. And thank you so much for tuning in. You're listening to Motivation and Confidence, where we help you do your daily best.